Hiya, so some people might find this an interesting video, some not. So we're in 29th of March 2020, obviously we know what's going on in the country, it's the UK. We'll be making our own bread because it's difficult to get hold of at the moment. And something that was mentioned the other day to me is, can you use self-raising flour to make bread? Now, generally the opinion is that you need bread flour, strong white or strong. My understanding, this has got more gluten and protein in it, about 14%, and the protein is about 12. I don't understand the science of flour, and I don't profess to, but this is Tesco self-raising flour, so it's your basic stuff, 100% British wheat. So I've made these rolls exactly the same way, the same recipe, and we had 300 mils of water. Teaspoon of skim milk powder, butter melted, but I just used sort of the alternative margarine, 2 teaspoons of sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of salt. It says here strong white bread flour, 468 grams, and fast action yeast, 1.5 teaspoons. Okay, and there's the method there. That's quite important. I'm not going to go through all that. You can just stop the video and look. Yeah. Okay. I baked both of these rolls made with the strong bread white flour and the self-raising flour, gas mark 5 for 20 minutes. Yeah. So they're out the oven, they've cooled down. Those tasters that we've had before, they're still warm, to be honest. I mean, the only way is, excuse me.
It tastes the same.
It's doable. It's a little bit more chewy, but that is just bread. But
it's exactly the same mix, isn't it?
Yeah.
Except with the flour difference.
So,
I think those probably taste a bit nicer.
You can see in there.
Yeah.
That's a little bit closer.
So that's the bread
fluffier.
flour, which is that one, and the Tesco self-raising is that one. I think the bread flour one's probably tastes a bit better though.
It just sounds dark now.
But we were just trying to test it.
To be honest, there's not a lot in it.
There's not a lot in it. Okay.
So I would say, if you've run out, I mean look.
Okay, right.
I would say, yeah, don't get impatient.
I'm just saying it looks, you can tell the difference in it, look.
Yeah.
These are the better ones, definitely.
Well, I don't know.
I think they are.
Okay, it's personal choice, but if you've run out of strong white flour, you can't get it anywhere, and you've got self-raising flour at home, I will be happy to make that and eat that, and it's absolutely fine. Now, somebody in front of the camera is smiling, but if I was to ask him to taste some of that,
well, I know what that
like just taste a bit of that. Right, I'm just gonna. It's like being on radio now because now he's chewing. So he swallowed that bit. Right, so this is the self-raising flour.
Let me taste this bit.
Right, how fluffy is that? Tell me you can taste.
When were those ones made?
Well, you know when they were made, 2 or 3 hours ago.
It tastes virtually the same, but those ones are a bit nicer with the bread flour. Those are just a little bit warmer and a little bit more fluffy, but everyone's experience is going to be different.
These are a lighter roll.
Yeah, lighter. That's what I mean. Yeah.
This is a heavier roll.
Yeah, that's the fluff.
With the strong white flour.
Yeah.
If I'm honest, I mean, I'm trying to sort of.
So as
strong flour.
Strong flour.
Watch.
It is a stronger roll.
Look.
It is
I'm
stronger.
applying the same pressure. Watch. It's just, I mean, look. Okay, I'm going to do a test, and I saw this done years ago. Right. The bread roll smile test, 2020. Right. This is self-raising. How good is that smile?
All right. Better.
It's better than yours, mate. I tell you that now. And look at that frown.
Yeah. So this is more of like a
frown.
Yeah, I can see the difference.
Look.
Yeah, right, okay. So, in conclusion,
Put it this way, if this had a squeak in it, the self-raising flower is a dog toy,
it'd squeak a lot better.
it'd squeak a lot better than that. So I might swap over to self-raising flower.
So what we're saying is, you can make quite nice rolls.
Yeah, look.
Even with self-raising
Look.
flour. The only difference I can see is with the bread flour, it's more tougher roll.
It's more dense.
More dense as well, and with the self-raising, it's more fluffier, lighter roll. So, but you can make
So
it how
I'm
you
sure
want,
somebody
really.
will know why. It's to do with
Yeah.
the chemistry of the flour. We haven't got a clue, really. We're just trying to make some bread rolls because we're running short on supplies. We might have another bag of that somewhere, but that's all we've got left.
We thought
of
we'd
that.
do a little experiment and make a video about it in case anybody's wondering whether they can actually use
Basically,
self-raising.
Sunday, we're bored out of our heads. We're locked down. And we're doing some bread experiments. That's basically it. So to see what we can use and what. I'm doing some shopping tomorrow, so if I get some self-raising flour, that's what.
Well, I mean, if you can't get hold of the bread flour, you can use
Then
that
I'll
if you're
get
doing
that.
bread rolls. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
anyway, so without all the moaning on and that, the purpose of this video was: can you make decent bread with self-raising flour, providing you follow all the other instructions and ingredients? And these two were made exactly the same. These two batches. The reason there's only 2 and a bit of them. I've washed my hands. As we've had them with some soup earlier, basically. So,
okay.
yeah, thanks for watching the video.
Right. Thanks for watching. We hope this video helps.